The Madras High Court probe into the death of Ajith Kumar has confirmed that it was indeed a case of custodial death. The probe, conducted under the court's supervision, had been initiated following allegations that Ajith Kumar died due to police brutality while in custody in Tamil Nadu's Sivagangai district. The inquiry's findings are expected to inform the next steps in the investigation, including whether more arrests or charges are wanted. This is in fact the big breaking that we are bringing for all our viewers. The Madras High Court has now confirmed what many had feared, that Ajith Kumar's death was indeed a custodial death. Remember, Ajith Kumar was a 27-year-old temple security guard who was picked up in connection with a theft case in Tamil Nadu's Sivagangai district. Allegations of police brutality had been swirling ever since, and now under the court's direct supervision, the probe has found enough to call it out as a clear case of custodial violence. This opens up the door for more arrests and possibly tougher charges. So far, 5 policemen have been arrested, but this High Court confirmation, in fact, could lead to deeper accountability. Let me quickly go across to my colleague Thoya Jakshi, who joins us live with more details on the same. Thoya, Madras High Court probing into the death of Ajith Kumar, now confirming that it was indeed a case of custodial death. Go on and walk us through the details.
Well, yes, Neha, the judicial inquiry ordered by the Madras High Court into the death of Ajith Kumar has concluded, confirming that it was indeed a case of a custodial death. The probe conducted under the court's supervision had been initiated following allegations that Ajith Kumar died due to police brutality while in custody in Tamil Nadu, Sivagangai district. According to the officials, the Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI), which is handling the case, will now take a decision on whether additional police officers should be named and included in the list of accused. So far, 5 police officers have been arrested in connection with this case. According to the officials, the CBI, which is handling the case, will now take a decision on whether additional police officers should be named. The inquiry findings are expected to inform the next steps in the investigation, including whether more arrests or charges are warranted.
Right, and Thoya, the family has maintained from day one that Ajith Kumar was tortured in custody. With the court now backing that claim, what really changes on the ground is the big question.
Well, yes, this is a big question when it comes to, the family, because like I also mentioned in my previous lives also, stating that Ajith Kumar, also his own brother Naveen Kumar, was also being taken into custody along with Ajith Kumar for an interrogation on 27th of June, while he also clearly saw in his own eyes. He is one of the eyewitnesses where he clearly has seen it that, how Ajith Kumar was brutally beaten by the police there at the police custody. And he was also taken in a special police van, and he was also brutally beaten inside the van. And once they found that he is not responding, that's when he was taken to the Tiruppuvanam Government Hospital for the medical test. At that point of time, the doctors have declared that Ajith Kumar is dead. So this is how, family kept pushing that this is a custodial death, that this is a torture that the police have given Ajith Kumar. And that is the main reason while the DMK party cadres also tried to give a compensation or tried to give any kind of from the state government, they were not ready to accept, because they were only needing the justice for Ajith Kumar, Neha.
Right, and Thoya, this case has once again raised some important questions about police accountability in Tamil Nadu. Are reforms finally on the cards?
But yes, now that the probe is still continuing with the CBI officials, now that currently 5 police officers have been arrested, who brutally beat Ajith Kumar to death. So now that there are few more officials, few more police officers' names will be out any time, and they will also be given an arrest warrant, Neha.
So, the High Court has now confirmed that it was indeed a case of custodial killing. So the big question is, will more police personnel face arrest?
Now the judges have ordered the court to register, to provide all reports, related to the case to the CBI officials, and this case will not be concluded as of now. But the confirmation has come out in the Madras High Court today that Ajith Kumar died due to custodial death, custodial torture. So now that since the Madras High Court have actually, given a judgment today stating that all kind of reports, which is relating to this case will be provided to the CBI officials, and CBI officials will continue the investigation in this matter, and will see how many police and who and all are involved in this matter. So now that on the other hand, where we can see that Nitika, the complainant who went and filed a complaint at the Tiruppuvanam police station, where she is also currently, absconding, where, now that is also a big question mark, whether the police will actually issue an arrest warrant to her. So now that slowly, one by one, everything is actually coming out and being very transparent that this is a custodial death, Neha.
Right, and Thuyajakshi, we have seen 5 arrests so far, but sources are saying that more names could come up. Will this probe widen? Is that expected?
Neha, like I already mentioned that, there are 5 police officers who've been arrested in Ajith Kumar's custodial murder. And now that since there are few police officers who have been suspended and who is on a compulsory wait, these police officers' names also might come out. There is a chances, because currently the SP of Tiruppuvanam, the SP Ashish Rawat, was actually suspended after this incident. He is on a compulsory wait, so he's not been posted. So there are chances that there are some more police officers' names who's going will be out, and we are also seeing that there are there is a SP from Madurai, SP from Ramanathapuram, SP from Tiruppuvanam, Sivagangai district. These police officers have been suspended. So we'll have to see what kind of action will the CBI officials take on these officials, Neha.
Right, Thoya, and also, this case has once again raised tough questions about police accountability in Tamil Nadu. We've seen several other cases as well. This one being from Sivagangai, one just yesterday we reported from Kalakurchi, and there are many more. The big question is that are reforms finally on the cards, or will this be yet another case that fades with time?
Well, Neha, this is the 24th custodial death in Tamil Nadu, where you can see that there are several, after Ajith Kumar's custodial death came to light, there are several custodial assaults, custodial deaths have been coming to light for the past few days now. We also saw that what happened in Kalakurchi. We also saw what happened in Villupuram. So we have to there are some more, custodial assaults.
All right, Thuyajakshi, I'm sorry to interrupt you. In fact, I'm also joined by Kawai Satyan, AIADMK leader. Thank you very much, Mr. Satyan, for joining us on News9 Special. Sir, the Madras High Court probe into the death of Ajith Kumar has now confirmed that it was indeed a case of custodial death. Your initial reaction on it before we begin?
Yeah, this proves that the law is taken into the hands by selective individuals to benefit someone. So now this is clear that Ajith Kumar is murdered by the person who was supposed to upkeep the law. Only a couple of police persons were suspended. Now this should be referred to the CBI to know who is that person who has called up the superintendent of police, SP, and directed them to initiate an action. That is still not clear, and the scope of investigation doesn't look into those angles. So post August 8th, the report submitted by the judicial magistrate, I think this case shall be certainly referred to CBI. And not only that, the earlier 24 custodial deaths since DMK came to power should also be proved.
Okay, all right. So let me just ask you this. Over 24 custodial deaths have been reported under the DMK regime. What does this say about the law and order in Tamil Nadu?
Law and order is only on papers. It's in shambles. It should be insane. This is not only this. No women, no girls, children are safe in Tamil Nadu. Drugs are free flowing. Tamil Nadu will soon become the drug state of India. There is nothing called law and order in Tamil Nadu. It's in shambles. Even yesterday, the ADGP comes out. Women constables cannot be deputed for. That's just a state. There's no order. Law and order is not. It's in shambles.
Okay, let me ask you this, Mr. Kovai Satyan. If AIADMK returns to power, what will change on ground? What specific measures will you take to ensure custodial deaths are not repeated?
We already released a 21-point SOP after the custodial death of Jairaj and Benix, which took place in our regime. After that, the DGP released a 21-pointer SOPs that the police force have to follow with respect to people who are being called for inquiries, people who are being accused of theft, and how to act on the complaints. These SOPs were not followed. It was thrown in air. That's why 24 custodial murders have happened. Our government will surely ensure transparency, accountability, and responsibility. And there will be no rooms for anybody to take law into their own hands.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Kovai Satyan, for joining us with all of those important insights. I'm also joined by, in fact, Narayan Tirupati, BJP leader. Thank you very much, Mr. Tirupati, for speaking to News9. So the Madras High Court has confirmed that Ajith Kumar's death was custodial in nature. Your initial response to this before we proceed?
Once again, the Madras High Court very clearly has come out that it is the custodial death and it has reaffirmed whatever it has been saying. And I think from now on, what we have to do is that the real culprits have to be punished. Who was behind all these things? Who were behind all these things? Who ordered these 5 people to deal this person, Ajith Kumar, in this way? And who caused this death? That is what has to be found. And definitely, whether it is the who are behind as a politician or a bureaucrat, they have to be brought to justice. That is what is most needed now, because it should not happen again.
All right, Mr. Tirupati, there have been several custodial deaths reported in Tamil Nadu in recent years. What systemic changes do you believe are necessary to prevent these incidents, regardless of which party is in power?
See, first of all, political influence should be, curtailed. The main reason is political influence, corruption, and also abuse of power. The three things which has caused all these things, which is causing all these things. The entire Tamil Nadu's law and order issue, everything related to politics, particularly the ruling party's influence and the bureaucratic influence, the police officials, etc. And also the growing, liquor and the ganja or cocaine and all those things, the drugs. All this has to be curtailed, and the main thing is poor governance. So, the system has been corrupt in the last 4 years, which has to be set right. That will be set right only if the DMK is voted out of power. That will happen in 2026.
Right. Mr. Tirupati, while the current government is indeed under scrutiny, critics are also pointing out that police accesses aren't new and have happened under previous regimes too. How do you really respond to that?
No, see, I beg to vary from that differ from that because that's what I said. In the last 4 years, we have seen a lot of murders happening every day due to this kind of, because of liquor issue. People get addicted to liquor and then they do. Even if you go to any police station, you can find the FIR stating that the person who had murdered was in the state of liquor. So alcoholic. So same way it is drugs is a very big menace. So there is a huge difference between other governments and this government because this is done intentionally. They know what is happening, but they are unable to control because they have lost the control. The entire system has become corrupt. So we have to remove this government. Then only, otherwise the system cannot be made okay because the police are behaving like puppets in the hands of the ruling party. This is the problem.
All right. Mr. Tirupati, this is a deeply disturbing case. Beyond politics, what does your party think should be the immediate course of action?
Immediately, the police should be given a free hand. The police should not be controlled by the politicians or even the higher officials. There should be some system. There are systems in place, but that is not being implemented. So I think when we are trenched totally in corruption, this is the main issue. Again and again, I will say the root cause for this is corruption, addiction to liquor, addiction to drugs, and abuse of power. I will say only these things. Tell me how we can change it in a day or in one single night. It is not possible. For this, only one thing has to change. That is the government.
All right, Mr. Tirupati, very quickly, beyond political blame, what does the BJP really want for the victim's family? And how do you ensure this issue doesn't become just another political flashpoint?
No, for victim's family, the real culprits who are behind this has to be punished. See, even if you give crores and crores of rupees or jobs, nothing is going to heal their minds. And the only thing is that the person or persons to be punished who are behind this excess, they should be brought to justice, they should be punished. Then only the victim's family will get relief.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Narayan Tirupati, for joining us with all of those important insights.